What's good, YouTube? It's Ash, and if you're struggling to find the right manufacturer for your clothing brand, I've been there. I know how it feels, but today I'm gonna show you how to contact them and what to look for in a manufacturer. So today I'm gonna be giving away free game on how to find clothing brand manufacturers, where to look at, and Pakistan versus China manufacturers, and what's the difference is, and how to ensure smooth communication with those manufacturers so that you get what you looking for when you go to them. First, where to find your manufacturers. You can look in two different places. For China manufacturers, you mainly gonna want to look at Alibaba. That's ALIBABA.com. Alibaba has an app, an iPhone app, which I'm gonna show you here in a second. And then you can also find manufacturers on Instagram. If you just look up certain hashtags such as clothing manufacturer, custom clothing, and stuff like that. The safest bet I would say is to go to Alibaba and find your manufacturers, because they have stuff in place so when you place an order you could get your money back. Instagram, you want to build that trust. You want to FaceTime those people, like Instagram call those people if they're in their warehouse or manufacturer and be like, hey, show me around. And then you never ever want to send the full payment up front. You always want to do like 25% in the beginning or 50%, and then 50% when they go to ship the clothing, to ensure that you don't get scammed. Because I've heard of scams. I never personally got scammed, but I've heard of scams. You want to ensure that doesn't happen to you. So you can start with like 25% to just start. Once they start, you send another 25%, and then 50% when they go to ship it. So that's just how you can set that up. But Alibaba, let's log on to Alibaba right now and look at some things. So at Alibaba, as you can see, this is how it's set up. You can see it on my screen because I'm gonna put it up there. But this is how it's set up, and you basically want to search up what your piece is. So let's just say I want a hoodie, a heavy hoodie, and then let's just look it up. And then you could go through and pick the style that best represents your brand, whatever your design is. See me, I like real heavyweight clothing. I like these right here. And I could go in, look at these, and just basically pick what I want for my brand. And these are all China manufacturers. And you could go in, and as you can see, they're like verified manufacturers with Alibaba. And then you can also get your order protected through here. So it's a lot less scammy, a lot more professional when working with China manufacturers. And you just go through, pick what you want, whatever your piece is, you type it in up here. Say you want some pants, let's say streetwear pants, and you just go through, pick your favorite style. These is really popular right now. You go in and pick whatever you want, whatever best represents your brand. And we'll get into the messaging and everything when you go to send messages to these manufacturers, so that you can ensure that you look professional, and then that they also get back to you in a promptly manner, so that you can get your business conducted in a orderly fashion. So if you want to find Pakistan manufacturers, and I'm gonna go into the differences with those manufacturers. Like China, it's a little bit more expensive, but Pakistan is a lot less expensive, a lot more personable, and you won't get the details that you'll get with working with a China manufacturer. So if you're looking to work with Pakistan manufacturers, this is what you want to type in. You want to type in hashtag clothing manufacturer. You just go through and look. See, here go a manufacturer. I don't think this is Pakistan. Let's see. A lot of times they have it in their bio, but you just scroll through here. You can find a lot of manufacturers that way. Need manufacturing. Look right here. I don't necessarily know if this is a Pakistan manufacturer, but it looks like it. And a lot of times you'll find Pakistan manufacturers on Instagram, if that's the route that you want to go, and do it that way. So when choosing a manufacturer, we just talked about China and Pakistan. So the pros and cons for China and Pakistan is China is very professional, they're very reliable, and they're also known for top quality production. I know a lot of times we look on the back of tags and stuff, made in China, is because they simply have the best production, the best details, the best everything when it comes to clothing and stuff like that, because that's what they're mainly known for. That's a pro for them. A con for them is that they have higher minimum order quantities, MOQs, and the production time can be sometimes longer because everyone wants to work those manufacturers because they simply produce the best products. Who is China manufacturers best for. Someone who wants higher quality pieces. They're also best for someone who wants to take their brand to the next level. Maybe you've been working with Pakistan manufacturers and you want to go take that next step into working with China manufacturers and just take your brand to the next level. Or maybe you even have a piece or a design that you have that it requires a lot of detail, a lot of work that goes into it, and you want to work with a China manufacturer to make sure all your details pop and it comes out exactly how you're looking for. A pro with working with Pakistan is sometimes they're faster than China, a lot more affordable, and they also give you a personal experience. What I mean by more affordable, a lot of times you're going to want to order samples. I talked about this in my free game video, but you're going to want to order samples every time you do a drop just to see the details, how it looks, and basically does it look exactly how you want. And with Pakistan, they give a lot more affordable samples, but it also is a lot cheaper, and you could tell by the quality. You personally wouldn't be able to tell, oh, this is from Pakistan, or hey, this is from China, unless you really experience in clothing and pieces and fabric and garments and stuff like that. If you just like a regular Joe on the street, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's from China, oh, that's from Pakistan. Now, the only way you'll be able to tell the difference is if you order from Pakistan and then you order from China, and then you could tell, oh, this is from China. I can see the difference now. I personally done that, and I could tell the difference. That's why I'm pushing China so hard. They got real good pieces, and I could tell the difference from my old pieces that I had with my old brand, and the difference in quality and detail that China manufacturers bring. But Pakistan is not a bad place to start. They are not a bad place to start, and they're best for those people who are looking to start their brand. And it's a cost-effective way to launch quickly. Brands, if you don't have a lot of capital and you don't want to invest that much up front, you can most definitely work with a Pakistan manufacturer, and they'll give you exactly what you want. Pakistan does have good quality, but like I said, it's just a little different. You can tell a slight difference once you've ordered from Pakistan or China. And Pakistan, I know we talked about it a little bit. Make sure you call them, make sure you FaceTime them, and get them on the phone in their warehouse, show you around before you do any orders. A lot of times they're going to want to do money orders through Western Union. Get the app. I don't know if they have any protections in place so that you don't get scammed, but you do want to make sure you don't get scammed. Make sure you're going through everything. Make sure you do the 25% up front for them to start, so you don't just throw all your money in there and do it that way. Also, negotiate with Pakistan manufacturers. You want to negotiate with Pakistan manufacturers. That's one of the biggest difference between China and Pakistan, is that you have the ability to negotiate with them because they're a lot more personable. They're a lot smaller than China manufacturers. When you're talking about Pakistan manufacturers, negotiate with them. Hey, can we do this instead of this? And let's just say they charge you $75 for a sample, and you be like, hold on, if I get 3 samples, can I make that $50 a piece? And most of the time they'll work with you and be, hey, that's fine. I just want to work with you. I want to build that relationship with you. And that leads us into our next topic, and that's how to contact manufacturers. The best way to contact manufacturers, I'm going to show you this real quick, is to use ChatGPT. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I'm also going to give you a cheat code on how to use ChatGPT. And that's text-to-speech. That's the best way to do it. So this is basically what you want to say to ChatGPT. Hey, I got this new clothing brand. It's called Invisible Scars, and I'm reaching out to manufacturers in China via Alibaba, and I want you to create me a script to reach out to them. I want you to ask these 3 questions. What is their turnaround time for shipping it to the United States? What is their sample? What is their bulk order prices? What is their turnaround times for both of those? And just create a script and ask any questions that you think I may have missed to fully understand what they are doing with their business. And also leave my contact card at the bottom. My name is Ashton Hollins, and my number is 25, whatever your number is. And then you put in whatever your number is and your email, and you just allow ChatGPT to create that for you. So let's see what ChatGPT creates right now. And as you can see, it created a very professional looking script. So you don't just go to these manufacturers looking like a beginner, which we sometimes are. We all got to start somewhere, but ChatGPT allows you to have that professional look and feel, so that it can take you more serious and understand what your brand is about a little bit. Get the answers to some of the questions that you're looking for and the questions that you need to know when you working with manufacturers. And that leads to my next point, which is how to ensure smooth communication with your manufacturer. And smooth communication with your manufacturer is very important in getting the best results for your brand. And a couple tips: be specific in your requests. So when you create your tech pack, which I'll make a whole nother video on, when you create your tech pack, you want to be sure to include as much detail as you want. Put everything in there that you feel like you need in order for your brand or design to be put on a hoodie, put on some pants, or whatever it is. Make sure you put as much detail that you can into your tech pack. You also want to set clear expectations. You also want to follow up with them regularly. Hey, how's the brand going? Can you send me some pictures? Just want to keep following up with them, keep building that relationship with them. You want to be respectable and firm. Treat your manufacturers with respect, but you also are running a business too. Don't be afraid to speak something that isn't right. If you don't like how something is going, hey, you got to let them know, because you also running a business and you want them to treat you as such. And that allows you to ensure that balance where they take your business seriously while you also maintain a good relationship with that manufacturer. And then my last point is paying for samples. Samples are non-negotiable. You gotta have samples. Always order samples before doing a full bulk order run. Why should you order samples? Because they allow you to test the quality, the fit of the clothing, the sizing chart that China manufacturers use before you spend all that money. And the best way to pay is what we talked about earlier: 25% in the front or 50% in the front. When you do orders with Alibaba, it's a lot more easier. It's a lot less likely you'll get scammed. But when you're working with Pakistan manufacturers, you want to be careful who you work with, because there are people who imitate Pakistan manufacturers and try to scam people. So be sure to make sure they're in their warehouse and do the payment plan like upfront, and then 50% when they ship. And don't be afraid to buy samples. This is an investment into your business. Don't be scared to spend a little bit of money, because you want to figure out all these things before you start pushing it to an audience. You don't want to push anything with bad details, because that leaves a bad taste in your customer's mouth. And once you leave a bad taste in the customer's mouth, they'll less likely want to work or continue to shop with you. So if you're serious about starting or growing your clothing brand, you want to make sure you find the right manufacturer. And that's one of the most important steps of building your brand. And I hope this video has helped you understand where to look, how to reach out, and how to build those strong relationships with your suppliers. And if you have found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more free game. And if you want more free game, check out my other videos. I got a free game video on my YouTube channel right now. And if you need help scaling your brand or running Facebook ads for your brand, hit me up on Instagram at AsherHollins1 in my DMs, and we'll get something figured out. But yeah, man, hopefully you got something from it, man. Till next time, I'm gone.